Yo, 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 yo.
Find a great rental car.
Yo, 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 yo. How we doing? I think we're live, are we? I think we are live. How we doing? Clean up just a little bit. Yo, can you guys hear me? I'm back to the headphones and no mic. I had to plug out my mic. It was giving me a bit of some issues, so can you guys hear me loud and clear? Yo, Carbon, what up, dude? How we doing? Can you can you hear me okay, Carbon? And can you hear the music or is it too loud? I have music in my headphones, but I don't know how loud it comes out. Yes, 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 you can hear me. Moroccan, you can hear me okay? Cool. And what about the music? Is music too loud, too low? I'm good. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm kind of annoyed gold is at this high, to be honest. Um, I wasn't able to catch anything in this like whole expansion here because of this daily gap, but I guess that's okay. I guess that's all right. I guess that's all right. I was hoping I could catch like this move here, but unfortunately not. Okay, cool, cool. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How are we all doing? Yo, what up, Cram? How we doing, buddy? Cool, cool, cool. I'm not gonna lie, you guys were very close to not getting a stream because Nick wanted me to go live on TikTok um, for a change, just to change it up from YouTube. But I must be one of the only people in the world who doesn't have a TikTok account. So I made my TikTok account today. Had to get like TikTok Studio or whatever that thing is called. Spent about 30 minutes on the phone with Nick getting it all set up nice today at like 3 p.m. Went about my day, came back, had dinner, 8 o'clock, got ready to jumped on at 8 o'clock, and it says you have no access because you need to, I don't know, have like 500 followers and be active for like 30 days. So you guys are going to get me for at least another month. Um, so I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing for you guys, but I'll be here for another 30 days at least. Took a quick sell off the sweep of that high payout tonight. Which high, and congrats on the payout, man. That's sick. Good stuff. Oh, you're not on TikTok either? Good, good. Let's start the non-TikTok movement. Which high did you take a sweep or a sell off of, Cram? That I appreciate that, Minan. Yes, if people would click like, that would be very much appreciated. I always forget to ask you guys to do that, so that would be very much appreciated. Haven't touched it in 5 years. Okay, that's good. GC. Hold on, you took a sell off this week. Let me go. Well, hold on. I guess I am on the daily, so let me check. Dude, what time frame are you on? Yeah. So you took a what sweep did you take? How did you make any money shorting here? What did you take? I mean, good for you that you did, right? I cannot see that. And who are you getting the payout with, Cram? 1 min, yeah. I was on a 1 minute. I still don't see a sell. Like the only one that sweeps is like MGC. Okay, gotcha. Who's the payout with? I really have no interest in gold now because of this. I don't really have a draw. Once we take out like a significant high like this, I expect a bit of consolidation or retracement, or even though it looks like it just wants to rip, but holy shit. Nice, Cram. Good for you, man. Good for you. That is sick. 19K. Good for you, brother. Do they have like no payout caps on those accounts, obviously? All right, let me talk through my thoughts here on indices, right? So we still have all these highs here I want gone on NQ, right? That's like my, why is this being so fucking slow? So this is like my draw here. All these like equal highs. So we've had this gap, had expansion, haven't taken it out, retracement into this gap. We know SMT here, previous daily low. Okay. Between ES, NQ, and YM. Let me check if I need 4-hour gaps. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Lots of more SMT there. Yeah, okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this, I'm liking this. If we can get... I'm just going to get rid of this. We all know we're in a daily gap, right? I'm going to get rid of that because it's pissed me off. We even have SMT here again. Oh man, I might have missed the boat here. This actually wouldn't have been a bad setup. Take this gap here. Stop the body, stop the low, because you have plenty of room for it to run. Okay, I kind of wish I saw that now, but that might be jumping the gun a little bit. I want to see this close as a C2 at 9. And if we get that, I think we can definitely look for some longs. So that's what I'll be keeping an eye on. Be keeping an eye on that. Up 60K this month. That's insane. That's insane. How many accounts have you, Cram? And who do you trade with? Like who do you mostly trade with? Please translate the text, sir, because I have no idea how to do that, Manon. I'm sorry, man. I have like no idea how to do that. Unless someone can tell me, but I have no idea how to do it. I see closed captions here in the settings, Minon, but I can't. It's grayed out for me. I can't click it for whatever reason. Sorry, man. Yeah, that's it, Cram. Yeah, it's just the TTFM indicator. Yeah, I was actually just updating it there a while ago, so I just that's why it's on. I don't always like keep it on. I just like flick it on every now and then if I want to check it. But I can turn it off. Does it make the chart messy? Is it better if it's off? I can turn it off for now. But here, I just want to see this close to C2, SMT C2. That would kind of confirm what would confirm low of days if we close above these two candles. I would be pretty confident lower days in, and then I'll just want to trade C3 higher. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Maybe print 30-minute gap here would be also ideal. So we'll see. This looks good for higher, but it might be a little bit premature to get in just now. Because the counter argument to my longs is we have a C2 closure here. Price could trade lower, but I just can't trade. I don't want to short into this gap. This is essentially it. My problem. So I'm just kind of one-sided longs for now. Oh, 150Ks. Oh yeah, nice, 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 nice. Good for you, man. Good for you. That's an insane month. 60K is an insane month. I'd like. So you don't use Apex? I thought you'd for sure be on Apex with numbers like that, where you can have like 20 accounts. I got a max payout from TradeWise, and then I got two payouts from Apex last month, so nowhere near 60K though. That's real big boy shit. I tried Minon, but it just won't let me. It's like grayed out. If I go to it, so if I go to stream settings, additional settings, there's like a closed captions, but whenever I click it, nothing. It doesn't let me do anything. It's like grayed out for some reason. Crazy. I only trade Asia open from challenge to all of my payout. Not a single London. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. You obviously trade. Do you trade like the super low time frame or what? Give us a rundown of your of the model. Just while we're waiting for this to set up here. That would do it. That would do it. I was actually talking to one of my buddies today just about how you have like soft spots for some forms and other forms that you just hate. Like like we'll say the form that you've gotten your first ever payout from, like you'll always have a soft spot for them, no matter what. Like they'll probably always be your favorite form. And then something like that happens for Apex, and you're like, man, I never again want to do that. But there must also be a part of you that's like, those boys owe me 30K, I'm coming back for it. That kind of thing, That's how I would feel anyway. Trade next breaker, liquidity sweep breaker, and entry and a retest. Okay. Yeah, it's just a breaker trader. Very good. Actually, have SMT here. I just caught that now. SMT, SMT, SMT. Okay, I'd like if we kept this 30-minute gap here, it would be nice. Maybe trade into this at 9, look for higher prices, because that's actually a new 90-minute open too, so that'd actually be nice. We shall see, we shall see, we shall see. Is Carbon you still here? Did I see you? Are you pairing up with Zane in the mentorship? Is that the message I saw? Maybe he's gone. So yeah, anybody, are you guys, anyone bearish indices here from this point? Or what's the thoughts? What do people think? Higher? This is pretty ugly PA here. Even this, like, I know we're going higher here, but it's like so wiki like and volatile. No clear displacement or gaps or anything. Hasn't been the cleanest. An example just played in gold from 1950 candles to the high on, okay, so 1 minute. Okay, so you took, yeah. Oh, what did I just do there? I see. So you just took this, that was your sweep, and then just use this whole, these three up close like as your breaker. Something like this. Sweep this low. 29,795. 29,795. What's at that level? I mean, we're pretty there now, pretty close to that. Just this high here. I want more like 30,000, just call it 100. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, finally starting to get above this CST level here. This is kind of nice. Yo, what up, Dart? How we doing, brother? Yeah, I'm gonna look at for either. Looks pretty good, alright, man. Looks pretty good. I want to see how this closes in 15 minutes. Um, I may have. That would have been very risque, but I probably missed this entry here. To be honest, probably stop here, stop the bodies. I think that would have been a good one. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, looks good. Looks good. 30-minute gap here too. Hope it doesn't run like too far. Look for something in this 30-minute gap, then would be ideal. Once she doesn't like run away from us. Good, man. Good. Yeah, I'm doing good too. Thank you. Doing good. All is good. All is good. I had my biggest month payout wise last month, so pretty good. Pretty good. Sweep of 910 low and entry on 950. I need more, Cram. What are we talking about? What pair? What time? Oh yeah, yeah. Like we spoke on gold. Yeah, yeah. The one like I just. Ah. So you took the sweep of this low. Ah, this breaker here. But you would have got filled at what time then? 1945, so that couldn't be it. It must be, you must have got filled down here somewhere. I don't know what you're using for your breaker. If you just send me the level, I can also mark it, but it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. You caught it anyway, which is all that matters. On the M5, I thought he said it was in the M1, did he? I don't know. Yeah, because there's no low at 1910. I see this in order block here, right? It's alright. I missed it anyway, not a trade for me. That's a pretty nice entry here right at the open, but I ain't going trade and goal like at whatever time that was. 6:10. No thanks. No thank you, no thank you, no thank you. Alright, just around 10 minutes left. We'll see what we get. Alright, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Anybody watching anything else other than what we see here on indices? Gold, like I said, is after taking this high, it's just too high for me. I need some sort of like pullback. Silver basically opens a flat body, so I expect that to come back down here. Make it like something like this for tomorrow, something like that. RTY, RTY, RTY. Bum, 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 bum. How did you guys do today during New York? Anybody take any bangers during New York or no? what are we thinking? It was a little choppy this morning, to be honest. A little decoupled, I thought anyway. Hi, Cram. No problem, man. Thanks for stopping in. And congrats on the payouts again. That's sick. Um, I think I'll be here again tomorrow night. So that I think I know I will. So if you're around, stop by again. Thanks, man. Have a good rest of your night. All right, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Dort, are you looking for this gap here too? Yeah. Cool, 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 cool. I just hope she doesn't run too far without us. Would not be very enjoyable. Ideal case would be ES hits the gap and Q doesn't. We get some sort of SMT like that. Then we long it and we go to bed and we wake up and price is up here. Right? Is that asking too much or no? Just a little 10-hour trade in Asia. That'd be nice, right? That would be nice. Yeah, you have lots of options here because like you can kind of assume you're assuming like or not assuming maybe you are maybe you're not I don't know that this is low of day now so you don't want price to come back down here so you could just take like a you get 2 hours this high yeah like get 2.5 hours to this high over 2 hours if you put your stop actually like here you could probably cheat this small but if you wanted to but yeah I don't hate that either man I don't hate that either to be honest take a little positional entry and go to bed. That's actually pretty clean, to be honest. Like if this is lower time frame, like if I was in an hourly gap here and we had this on the lower time frame, I'd take it. So the fact that we're in a daily gap and I see this, like you can take this no problem. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's see if I can squeeze something else out of this gap. All right, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Um, Even if this 30-minute turns into breakaway gap and we don't get an entry before 10. Yeah, definitely, man, because you'll have a new 4-hour candle at 10. So say it expands like another small bit and doesn't give an entry, like you'll definitely be looking at open low to get filled, just like here, high close, So yeah, I agree. The important part is that like the lows that you're assuming that the low is put in. That's the main part here. Okay, we shall see. We're actually in a hourly C3 as well. Um, the only gap I see is here really on the 5-minute now. I'll just wait for his 30-minute and see. Yeah, that really depends on how greedy you want to be. For something like this, um, like a good rule is like if you can get 2 hour to your high, like don't be so don't be greedy. Is kind of how I say it. You can also like you could put it here if you want to, because we're really bullish. We really should respect like 50% of this order block. So you wouldn't really want it seeing coming below here. Um, but you got to count for wicks. It's Asia, la di da di da. You could put it here at this sweep if you wanted to cheat it a little bit, because if it's going to come down here, it's more than likely just going to stop you anyway. Whereas like if you put it here, like how annoyed would you be if it did something like this? Now it's unlikely. It's unlikely, but it could. Whereas if you do something like this and it comes down and stops you out, you're just wrong. But if you do this and it stops you out, you're technically still not wrong, because this is the protected low. So it just, like you said, it's discretionary. It just depends how much you would be annoyed by getting stopped out. Okay, we're getting a little retracement here. Did you put your limit there, Dort? Did you get filled? Oh, oops, oops, oops. If this goes from here and gives no tag, I will be pretty annoyed. This would have been sweet on YM if I'd taken it, because flat body open too. That would have been nice. That would have been nice. Did it tag the? No, it didn't tag the gap. No, I didn't tag it on the micros either. All right, we'll see. We'll just be patient and see and see and see. Yeah, I thought just by looking at this here it did, or when I zoom up then it didn't. Looks like it did here, but not here. I mean, I'll be annoyed if I don't get a tag here. You'll be insanely pissed if we don't get tagged. Come on, baby. $764.25 on the micros, or yeah, micros. Yeah. Did you go with your stop at the low, or are you going to go with the bodies, or how cheeky you going to be? You could also do 50% of this wick. You could do something like that too. How the fuck did RTO? I didn't either. Okay, this is pretty frustrating. Come on. Good man. Yeah, I think that's solid. Yeah, I think that's solid. I think that's solid. Did you get filled? It literally hit it to the tick, did it? Oh my God, you didn't? Oh man, if it goes from here. Oh man. Surely not, right? No, I didn't. I didn't. I want this gap. I want this gap. No, I want this gap. I want this gap. Even though, oh man, maybe I should have just fucking taken it. Dave, oh, we love you. Dave, I love you too, man. How we doing? Great name, by the way. Great name. This. Dort, how did you not get filled, man? It literally hit it like to the tick, right? They're both at the exact same level. Now, it also looks like it's going to form an hourly gap here, so good to get filled. I'll be very surprised if that doesn't. Actually, no, I won't. You've forgotten who this is. Guess who? Dave. Man better know? That Dave? Although no, it's like middle night for him, but it could still be him. It should have, yeah. If you got like right at the, um, it's also giving a C3 here on this, which would be nice. What up, man? How we doing? I actually, the reason I didn't think it was you is because what fucking time is it for you? It's like 2 a.m. This is also a trade I'd be interested in taking. If it doesn't run too far, just because this 30-minute gap looks like it's going to get front ran and going to left behind. Um, Hourly C3 for some continuation. Um, Only thing I'm not a huge lover of is that this 4 hour closes in 46 minutes too. Um, but you could still get 2 hour out of this if you got a retest. Good man, Davy Brown. That's the way to do it, man. That's the way to do it. Jesus, shit is running. Bingo. It is 2 a.m. here. I need to sleep. Just thought I'd come say hello to him, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Have a good night. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. By the way, before you go, is this a C3 you would take or no? I mean, you'd have to wait for a retest now, right? But like, this shit is just running, but looks fine, right? T-spot, gap, CSD. I really wanted this gap though, but looks like we ain't getting it. Unfortunately. Yo, Flacco, how we doing, man? I know, me too. That's exactly what I was waiting for. That's exactly what I was waiting for. Yeah, it looks decent, yeah. I just it's too far away now from the CSD. You wouldn't even want it to come back now, though. Like, it's just gone. Meh, meh. But thanks, Dave. Have a good night, brother. I'll talk to you. Yeah, it'd have to be a retest now, but I don't even know if you would want it now, you know? Like, that's just gone. Yeah, thanks, man. Good night to you too. I'll see you, or I won't see you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good, uh, have a good sleep. Thanks for stopping in. Um, there's no gap here on ES to take. Like, if this was a gap here, this would have been nice too because it would have opened gap CSD. Then you just enter here, stop here. But there's no gap. And then this didn't close over CSD, and then it just absolutely rocketed. Not ideal. Not ideal. Pretty well moving gold. This early gap here tagged. Getting the push up. Nah, just too high for me though. Too high, too high, too high. I'm definitely feeling a little bit of FOMO now because two entries have like, or possible entries have now left me behind. So, and the fact that I could have taken this one here, except well, I guess I was just getting at the charts that time. That would have been a nice entry down here. Feeling FOMO took long some papers since I don't like trading my funded during Asia. That's all good, man. That's all. At least you still like saw the trade and executed it. So you should just get a eval, Flacco. Good time to trade evals during Asia. I think you all tapped the 6 gap lower at daily gap. Oh yes, yes, that I didn't even see. Yeah. If this doesn't keep like mooning, I could see like on the new 4 hour candle, provided this doesn't like just keep rocketing, you would have something like this. 4 hour. Yeah. Yeah, you could get away with that. Something like open low, high close, something like that. Yo, what up, Em? How we doing, man? Um, just crying here over Miss Long's on NQ. Just kind of coping, to be honest. But how about you? Are you in anything? Please tell me you're long something. Oh, this is fucking annoying, man. Please tell me somebody is in some form of indices long. Yeah, I think that's the only thing left to do now if you're not already in him. Definitely, yeah. Yeah. For me, it would just be, yeah, because we didn't create a new 30-minute gap here. We just closed it off. We just rebalanced this, didn't take the gap. So I would just, for me, I would need this 1 hour gap, or else you just play it as a, like a T trades C3, but you would need like probably a gap here, tap it and go, because this gap's already been tagged. Yeah, really just pin this early close. Oh, annoying, annoying, annoying. Two are there. You could try something like gap entry, which you have to put your stop at this low. You'd be pretty much like betting that this is a protected low now. I won't do that because I don't like having my stop at a gap, but you could do that with this M5 gap. This low should be protected, so you'd be banking on a tag of that and then take it higher. So all this looks so like low resistance. This looks like a market maker buy model now. That's like your sell side, and now we're going into pretty much straight up buy side, which is insane. No, I wouldn't. I definitely don't think it's crazy at all because it's definitely feasible, still feasible that it hits it because it is a gap. Like it's right at the gap. So you could definitely do something like this. I mean, like I keep saying to, or not keep saying to you, but like people, like if this was an M5 chart, you could do that, you know? This would just be gone too far. I'd be waiting for a retest. So I definitely don't think it's just the higher it goes, obviously, the less likely to come back because what you want on this 4 hours obviously open low to tap it and hopefully you catch the wick and then it goes higher. But like this candle will only retrace so far. So like this is even a long wick to be using here. But say you use that, like you wouldn't really want it coming much more past EQ here. So like if it keeps going, say it closes like if it closes up here, then it will come down. Like you would want it to be, if you were looking to long it, you'd want the wick to be up here somewhere. If it closed like if it traded up this high, so then you wouldn't want it to come down this low. So you'd want it to start closing like, or not going much higher than this now to give it a chance to open, trade lower just down to here, and then look something like this, we'll say. I hate that I can't do this now, but just imagine this is like green, I guess, you know, and then you get your tag. Something like that, you know. But the higher the scores, the less likely it is to happen. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. Cool. M30 retrace. Yeah, so do you mean like create another one here? Now, so create another gap here. That would be nice. Because I don't think we're going to get this gap here now. If that's what you mean. Good man, non-profit. Assuming you're a man, sorry. That's just a turn of phrase I use, but good on you. I'm glad somebody is. There was two entries I was waiting for and didn't get either of them, so. Yeah, like I like that, I like that, yeah. So, this this, this. That would be nice. For sure. New H4, yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down, man. Come on, baby, let my fly. Did I ask you guys how you did today? Anyone who traded New York? Definitely not the nicest of deliveries or days. Not great. Oh, baby. I was going to say what would be a worst case scenario here now would be we trade down to here and then trade higher. If we trade down here and close, that would be alright because then you have more of a chance of just getting hit. But if we close off and don't leave a gap here and then just trade higher, would be mega worst case scenario. Has anybody got any questions or anything they want to discuss or ask or anything? It's kind of not much I can do here now until this 30-minute closes now. Yes, I know it's boring, but that is trading, unfortunately, sometimes. If this had just tapped this gap here, we would be cruising. So anybody have any questions, guys, about anything? Anything you want to ask, like trades, props, psychology, risk management, anything like that? Just fire away. I would love for these to get hit. Hey Nicole, how are you? How are we doing? Welcome. Um, I'm looking for the M30 because mainly because I don't trade the M15. Um, if that's the simple answer, I never trade the M15. And when I say never, like I may trade it 5 times out of 100. The only time I would trade it is if it's down here. Like I would use an M15 gap the closer to reversal, but the further we get from – like a reversal or after we take out a, key level like this, once it starts to trade up here, I just won't use M15 levels. Yeah, I understand I miss trades and stuff, but what ends up happening is a lot of times that there's just too many of them. So like, there's this one, there's this one, there's this one. So I just prefer just look for a 30-minute gap or like an hourly gap. But depending how this hourly closes, it might be too far away to come back into here and then go higher. So therefore I look to see if we can form this 30-minute gap. So when we open this new 4-hour candle, which also opens in 30 minutes, we can open, trade lower into the 30-minute gap, form the wick, and then go higher. So that's kind of what I'm watching at the moment. But if we just close off this 30-minute gap, then I'd have to wait for the hourly gap down here. So just a waiting game right now. Does that answer your question, Nicole? And yes, 30 minutes is just better for confirmation. Yeah, definitely. The higher the time frame, the better the confirmation, essentially. Yeah, something like that, Dort. Kind of depends. These are always tricky. It kind of depends on one, whether, and this doesn't just go for you, I'll just give like general advice, but like whether the person is profitable or not. Because if you're profitable, being in an eval is actually costing you money. Like you want to get out there and get out of that and get paid so you can risk more. Um, Two is like, have you got more funds uh, in case you do blow it? You know what I mean? Like, can you just go and buy another one? Like, will it affect you? Do you even care? Will you carry it over to your fundeds? You know, um, so there's that like side of it. Um, Say you have X amount of money put away each month for evals out of payouts. If that's the case, then I say yeah, rip them. If you could even go more if you wanted to, you could go for like 1,000 and try and get a 3-to-1 and just pass it. You know. So I would say yeah, like a good rule of thumb for me is I usually risk like between 2 and 250 on my fundeds. Then if I have a bunch of evals, I'll just copy them onto my fundeds or my leader account, and I'll just turn up the leverage to like 2 or 2.5 times, and then I'll just go with that. You know, so I'll be risking, like you said, somewhere between 4 and 500. Um, and it also depends which evals, because believe it or not, like people would say like, oh, you should pass evals in 30 days, and yeah, that probably is right, but sometimes PAs are shit. Sometimes you go through a break even 2 weeks, you know, and it only leaves you 2 weeks to pass it. But if you have plenty of time to pass it, there's no rush, and you have plenty of fundeds, just tag it on and take its time, you know. So it just kind of depends. Um, so I'm not trying to give you a cop out answer, but yeah, I think 500 is a good goal, a good risk, yeah. Somewhere between 4 and 500. Got it. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Cool. 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 Yeah, it is. Goal is ripping, man. Goal is ripping. But I just can't do anything here since we have to take out this high. Why can't I trade this now after it's taking out like this, like daily swing high? Why can't I do anything at the moment? To be honest, you actually probably could trade this because you have SMT at low day. Last time I checked this, silver had this flat body low, so I hadn't seen that. But come on, man. it's just too high for a. We could look to maybe take a C3 out of here. I just don't know. We haven't had an hourly down close since like Monday, 1 o'clock. I don't even barely count this small volume candle. Just looks like it's due a bit of a pullback. So I would like a 4-hour gap here, and this 4-hour gap would be ideal. Didn't find any trade. Yeah, it was not great today. No, non-profit, not great. What's your TP for NQ? Non-profit. Where are we? Are you going to try and take it to previous daily high? Where are you going to look to get out? Yeah, that's exactly my thoughts. Exactly my thoughts. But I would be more annoyed if I longed up here and took a loss than I would be if I didn't long it and it ran around me. Like if I longed here and ended up pulling back into this 4-hour gap and then going higher, I'd be like uber pissed. But it just goes from here, I'll be like, fuck, whatever. I'll be annoyed, but not as annoyed as I am with indices. Bum, bum, bum. Dort, are you still going to leave your limits in here? This 1 hour? I still think that looks good. Why I'm getting a bit of a drop here. Well, I hope it's not waiting for 10 a.m. Or you'll be a long time waiting for a setup if you're going to stay here. But yeah, 10 p.m. Yeah, it definitely feels like that. You'll often find out at the end of some 4-hour candles and stuff. Um, yeah, 10 p.m. And it makes sense, right? You have like this 8, like it's 6, kind of 6 and 7, set the low, 8, 9, kind of like up to 10-ish. 8, 9 expand, 10 has a small retrace, puts in like the high, 10 opens, trades lower, and boom, something like that. Makes sense, you know. Yeah, that's fair, Dort. That's fair. That's fair. I think it also depends how this 30-minute closes here, but I think that's fair. Like, say we create a 30-minute gap here, and it taps the gap and then starts trading higher, I think you can pretty much cancel those. Yeah, exactly. Don't we all? And that's kind of what I was getting at here, with that whole, when I was asking a while ago, like this phase of price thing, that's kind of what I was getting at here. I want to see some form of like a new phase of price here. We could just consolidate a little bit of retracement, or but it looks like we're still just expanding. I do SMT fill here on this 15-minute gap, but again, I wouldn't be taking, definitely wouldn't be taking this the last 15 minutes of the next 4-hour candle. But if this stayed open, a T-Trade's fractal model C3 would be something like this. Say we open down into this like 15-minute gap, and then we get like a pretty quick CSD, you could take something like that on the N15, wherever, like, say this wick is like, I don't know, you could take something like that. Sorry, make this green. What a banger that is. Can you guys hear the music that I'm hearing or not? On the fib, my limit order is still about 50% of the current range. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. The range is pretty much this. Like, that's going to be a range. No. So it's going to be kind of close. Are you a fan? I'm not really. I'm not. No, I used to be when I was like a lot younger, but no. You can't hear the music. Oh, here I am, just like bobbing away to myself. How about now? What about you, Em? Who do you support? When I was younger, I used to support Leeds, like back in the day, because they had a few Irish players that used to play, like Ian Hart. I used to love him um, back in the day. And obviously Roy Keane played for United, so I liked United, but you can hear now, okay. Yo, what up, Landon? How we doing, man? How are we? You can hear now, okay, perfect. Here I was just like bobbing away, thinking that everyone could hear, but obviously not. It's back already? Next week? I feel like it just finished. Okay, United fan. Do you think United will win a league in the next by 2040? Do you think they'll win a Premier League? Cool, good for you, man. Good for you, Landon. Good for you, man. If there's anything you come across in your backlist, like you should journal that too. If there's anything you come across there, just feel free to send it to me tomorrow. If there's any questions you have on it, just send it to me. Good for you. What do you use? Are you using TradeZilla or what's the other one? Can't remember the name of the other one. I didn't land a no. I was, first of all, I wanted this 30-minute gap to get tagged here on like one of them. This gap, or for YM to take out this low. We didn't get. Then I wanted this CSD, but then we got this absolute monster of a candle. So then I didn't get that either. But I think the best entry was this gap here. But I was kind of late getting to the charts and then just didn't see this. So just sitting here, pretty annoyed to be honest. We'll see. New 4-hour open, might get this 30-minute gap here. So we'll see. We'll see. Well, that's why I said it then, because it seems like they need a good bit of time. It's whatever, 14 years. I was going to say in the next 10 years, but I just rounded it up to FX Replay. That was it. I couldn't think of the name of the other one. I'm pretty sure they're all the same, man. Pretty sure they're all the same. How's things going with you and Jack? Same. If I just wake up tomorrow and London is up here, I'll be pretty annoyed. Unless I catch him, of course, then I'll be absolutely delighted. but I get you. I hope there's something left for tomorrow. Like Em was saying there, like, not saying it can't, of course, but like there'll surely be some retrace. Like you can't just like expand forever, you know. So we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, gold is making us look like idiots now, Em. We definitely should have longed it, but oh well. Just too high. Just too high. No gaps either. Like, that's the only gap there. Cool. That's good. I think that's important to have someone like that. I was telling Jack, I don't know if he told you, but my buddy, believe it or not, he was actually in here a while ago, was Man Better Know from the Discord. we spent hours and hours and hours talking and backtesting and sending ideas and um, just sending ideas and bad trades and frustrations and all that kind of stuff. So no, like he's one of my best friends in the space now. So he, even though he's like a joker and all in the Discord, like he just goes into troll. He's a good trader and he's a good dude as well. So I think it's important for everyone to have someone like that. Just someone to keep you accountable. And like we used to do things even so, like on Sundays or Mondays, we would send each other a screenshot. So basically, if for those of you guys who don't know what we're talking about, Landon is paired up with someone else in the mentorship, and they're basically like in this like buddy system to keep each other accountable. And what I used to do with Dave was on Sundays we would send a screenshot of our trade copy or with all our account balances, and then through the week we would send each other our trades, like I have a 2 hour win today, 1 hour loss, blah 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 blah. And then at the end of the week we would calculate, okay, if he told me he was only down 2 hour, I would go and check in his account and get him to send me, I can't check his account, but I would get him to send me a screenshot at the end of the week of his finishing balances. And if it didn't add up, then I'd be like, dude, like what happened? Why is there an extra 600 missing or whatever? Like, you know, so he couldn't like if he went on tilt one day, he couldn't just pretend that he didn't take it and he only took one loss when he actually took like 4 losses, you know. So it's just somewhere to keep accountable too. Things like that can help. What else do we do? That was pretty much just reviewing trades, talking about the day. Yeah, reviewing each other's like journals, things like that. Okay, I usually wrap it up at 10, but I'll stay for a few minutes and see if we can get a quick reaction out of this. So what I would love is this. But if they both trade into this gap, I'll probably just leave it, because then you'll want like a, at least could still get a nice quick CSD, but an SMT would be even nicer. And if we start trading down through here, obviously I just think it's going to go for this hourly gap, but I won't be hanging around for that. So we'll see. Yeah, it's been slow. It's been slow for sure, but like, it doesn't have to be PA from today. Like if you find something in your back testing, like journal it and screenshot and send it, and then two of you guys discuss it tomorrow. Just say like, if this was an actual trade, would you take it? And like, if yes, why? If no, why? Things like that. Okay, YM, but that's a bit early to be taking that low. Okay, gap tag on ES. Weirdly, we just like it opened here though. Like we had a gap down for some reason, which isn't ideal. Um, Regardless, there's this SMT, but I don't think we're going to get it now with this kind of a reaction here. But what you would want now is a CSD here now, pretty sharpish. Take something like this. Other thing you could do is this is a 15-minute gap. If you're a fractal model trader, if you got a close above here in a 15-minute, you would need price trade into this gap though. Then you would take like wherever the wick is here and look for higher. What could be even better is if YM took this low, that would be SMT with this hourly gap. Then you look for a 5-minute continuation. That would probably be even nicer. I'll knock off this here. Okay, not doing a whole pile so far. Okay, I'll give it one more 3 minute candle because I would like to see. I like to see fast V shapes. So if it's going to do it, I want to see it do in the next 1 to 2 candles. What's this line to? That's what I want. Okay, this is not what I want to see. I just want to see a V shape here. Go higher, but now I'd probably wait to see if we got a C2 out of this for higher, or else if YM takes this low, okay, it corresponds with this hourly gap low here, so you'd have pretty much SMT inside this hourly gap, and I would look to long ES or Y or ES or NQ then on a 5 minute CSD is exactly what I would do. That's what I would like. New 4-hour in gold too, right? Yep, yep. Yeah, I like this gap here. I'm just gonna get rid of these. Or make this like this. I think this is probably the highest probability one now, I would say. if NQ trades into this gap, then the chance for the SMT entry is gone, so I'd have to wait for like FC2 to form, or else, like I said, this hourly gap to be tagged here. And then instead of the 30-minute SMT, you would have hourly SMT, which would be even better. No problem, Dort. I'm actually going to call it here myself, I think. Just not much happening these last. This 30-minute, not too bad, but after getting this huge move up, I don't know if it's just going to consolidate or chill here for a bit. If it was going to move, I would want it to have moved from here, so I'll see. But okay, so if this takes this gap, you want to wait for C2 to form and trade C3. Otherwise, wait for YM to take this low, and then you would have hourly SMT trade the M5. CSD then is probably what I would do. Did this take this gap? No. The only other thing you could do is if you were want to take a 4-hour 10-15 fractal model, if this tapped into this gap, you got this 15-minute CSD, you'd be trading a H4 C3, so that's also a good option. So some good options. It just requires a bit more waiting. But I've been on here now 2 hours, so I'm gonna call it here. Unfortunately, we didn't get this 30-minute gap down here earlier. Would have been lovely, but it's the way she goes sometimes. But thank you all for joining. I appreciate you guys. I will be back tomorrow night again, 8 p.m. Hopefully it'll be a little bit cleaner, but again, thank you all for joining. Have a good rest of your night, and good luck trading tomorrow for those of you that are trading New York or London, wherever you guys trade. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow night, okay? Peace. Thanks.